Welcome to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we're diving straight into a recipe sourced directly from Healthy Desserts by Magda that is a total game changer. We're talking about crafting a nutrient-dense treat that proves once and for all that eating a healthy diet absolutely does not have to mean eating tasteless cardboard. Yep, you heard me right. We are talking about cookies. Cookies that actually belong on your diet plan. Honestly, you might even get away with eating these for breakfast. We're looking at tasty diet cookies with oats and apples made in just 5 minutes. If you've ever struggled to find a sweet treat that aligns with your nutritional goals, well, you're definitely going to want to pay close attention to how these wholesome ingredients come together. Okay, so let's jump right into this incredibly bold promise off the bat. No sugar, no flour, no butter. I know, it sounds crazy, right? But by totally ditching these 3 traditional baking staples, we're creating a massive nutritional upgrade without sacrificing an ounce of flavor. Just think about your standard everyday cookie for a second. It usually relies really heavily on refined sugar for sweetness, processed flour for structure, and a whole lot of butter for richness. Taking all of that out completely shifts the paradigm of what a cookie can be. It basically turns it from a guilty indulgence into a functional, energizing snack that actually supports your daily nutritional needs. But here's the absolute kicker. 5 minutes. That's it. What's truly impressive here is that this recipe literally requires only 5 minutes of prep time, which makes it the ultimate nutritional solution for busy people. We constantly hear that eating healthy means spending hours meal prepping and just living in the kitchen, but this totally shatters that myth. In 5 minutes flat, you can have all your ingredients prepped and ready for the oven. This is absolutely crucial, because let's be real, convenience is usually the biggest barrier to maintaining a healthy diet. Keeping the active prep time down to just 5 minutes means you can whip up a smart, healthy choice even on your most chaotic days. All right, let's move into part 1, the power of oats. Since we aren't using flour, we really need a strong structural base. So we're starting with our first hero ingredient, 230 grams of humble oat flakes. And this right here brilliantly illustrates why oats are such a powerhouse. They aren't just empty filler, They actively work to lower your cholesterol and keep you feeling full, all while packing in essential minerals like manganese, magnesium, and phosphorus. It's literally like reading the back of a multivitamin bottle. Because these cookies use a really robust 230 grams of oat flakes, you're getting a massive hit of dietary fiber and protein. That fiber is exactly what improves your digestion and promotes those lasting feelings of fullness. Basically, just 1 or 2 of these cookies will actually keep you satisfied, so you won't find yourself raiding the pantry an hour later looking for another snack. Moving right along to part 2, the cranberry boost. So when you strip out refined sugar, you gotta find some clever, natural ways to introduce that tartness and sweetness back into the flavor profile. Enter 40 grams of dried cranberries. These tiny little fruits do some incredible heavy lifting for your body. The really crucial takeaway here is that they're absolutely packed with phytonutrients to help reduce inflammation, plus vitamin C to support your immune system. They're also providing essential antioxidants, extra fiber for digestion, and get this, specific compounds that actually promote oral health. It's super fascinating how building a recipe with whole foods creates this amazing stacking effect of health benefits. You think you're just eating a tasty cookie, but you're simultaneously supporting your digestion and helping your body fight off inflammation. Win-win, right? Now let's break down part 3, a full ingredient roster. Okay, let's look at the complete picture to see exactly what goes into the bowl alongside our hero ingredients to bring these amazing cookies to life. Baking is basically a science, so we need a few more items to make the magic happen. Looking at this full roster, check out the brilliant additions we've got here. We're using 2 medium fresh apples, which are going to add a ton of natural moisture and sweetness. Then, to really bring out those comforting bakery flavors without all the junk, we incorporate half a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. For structure and that all-important lift, we need 1 teaspoon, or about 6 grams, of baking powder. We're also separating out 3 eggs, using the yolks to bind all those incredible nutrients together, and saving the 3 egg whites. Throw in just a pinch of salt to balance it all out, and boom! Every single ingredient here has a very distinct purpose, combining beautifully to replace the flour, sugar, and butter that we kicked to the curb earlier. Finally, part 4, mix, bake, and enjoy. Remember how we promised this would only take 5 minutes of active prep? Well, here is how ridiculously streamlined it is to turn these perfectly healthy ingredients into warm, appetizing cookies. The procedure is pretty much foolproof. Once all your other ingredients are combined, you're going to gently fold in those 3 egg whites we saved, doing it in 2 batches. You want to add half of your egg whites first and mix that in gently so you don't lose any of that lightness. Then you simply add the remaining half and give it one more gentle mix. And that's literally it for the labor. Pop them into your preheated oven, set your timer for 25 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 360 degrees Fahrenheit for my folks using that scale, and just let the heat transform this nutrient-dense mix into perfect golden dietary cookies. As we wrap up today's explainer on these quick, guilt-free treats, it kind of forces us to ask a much larger question. If we can make something this delicious and functional in just 5 minutes, what other processed snacks sitting in our pantries right now could we easily replace with whole foods? It's definitely an empowering thought to take with you on your next grocery run. And speaking of replacements and trying new things, the original author of this recipe loves to know where their culinary creations are traveling. So let me know, from which country are you watching, and how is the weather over there today? Thank you all so much for joining me on this explainer to break down this fantastic recipe. Now go hit the kitchen and enjoy those healthy cookies.